This is Josh Friedman in Banja Luka, Bosnia, the de facto capital of Republika Srpska, the predominantly Serb region of Bosnia. Today is September 25th, 2016, and it is Referendum Day in Republika Srpska. Voters here are being asked whether or not they should be allowed to continue to celebrate Republika Srpska Day, which is the national holiday for the Serb entity in Bosnia. It marks the day in 1992 in which Republika Srpska declared independence from Bosnia at the beginning of the Bosnian War, and it also coincides with an Orthodox Christian holiday. The vote today, some people are saying, is a test run for a referendum on secession, and that is really the bigger matter at play, and I will get to that in a minute. But first, how did we get here? Last year, the Bosnian Constitutional Court declared Republika Srpska Day to be an unconstitutional holiday. The Constitutional Court said Republika Srpska Day discriminates against non-Serbs who live in the predominantly Serb entity. In response, the Bosnian Serb leadership called for this referendum, and in turn, the Constitutional Court declared the referendum to be unconstitutional. But Republika Srpska is going ahead with the vote anyway, and they're doing so without the backing of the international community. Of the countries that have influence in Bosnia, only Russia has given its support to this referendum. Both the US and the EU tried to get Republika Srpska to call off the referendum, but that did not happen, and following the vote, there could be some sort of punitive measures, possibly some type of sanctions on Bosnian Serb leadership. It is essentially a foregone conclusion that the Bosnian Serbs will vote to keep their own holiday, but what else will happen in the country is up in the air. In the lead up to the vote today, there has been, for the first time in a while, talk of war in Bosnia. A former Bosnian army commander talked about the possibility of using military force to occupy Republika Srpska, and in response to that, Serbia, which by the way doesn't even support this referendum, said that it would come to the defense of Republika Srpska if attacked. The man who occupies this building behind me, which is the Bosnian presidency, that man is Milorad Dodik, and following the war talk this week, he said that if attacked, that would be an excuse for Republika Srpska to secede. Anyhow, Mr. Dodik has threatened to call a referendum on secession possibly as soon as 2018 if powers that currently lie with national and international bodies that govern Bosnia are not turned over to the entities. Dodik has been challenging primarily the Constitutional Court, but also some national and international government structures that were set up by the Dayton Peace Agreement, which put an end to the war in Bosnia. If there are protests or if there is violence that for whatever reason were to break out, I will immediately get back to you with the follow-up reports, and I may report to you on the results of this referendum, although, like I said, it is essentially a foregone conclusion how the people will vote, but how the international community will react, that also is up in the air. For now, ciao from Banja Luka.